Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I thought I'd go over my most recent haul, and this one was from Simon Says Stamp. So a lot of fun stuff that I just had to have. I also just recently won their Instagram, their Instagram challenge, I guess. It was for the last challenge. And I ended up with a gift certificate from Simon Says Stamp, which was awesome. So I thought I would, pick up some stuff for my stash, things that I wanted to get. Okay, so I thought I'd just go over what I ordered. So first of all, I ordered some Honeybee stamps, enamel stickers. I love these, especially the black ones, for adding eyes to my, any of my die cuts or things like that. I love the the dimension of them. And if they're black, I like to use my Nuvo Crystal Drops to add a little white highlight to them. They're just perfect. And, if you don't want to use the white or gray, you can easily color them black with an alcohol marker. I use them all the time. I also ordered this fall washi tape from Echo Park. I seal all my envelopes when I'm sending out cards with washi tape. And I wanted just another fall option. And I kind of like that because, you could use that for either fall or for Halloween. I also ordered Simon Says Stamp, their rainbow glitter pack. I'm not a big fan of glitter per se, but I have to say I really do like glitter paper, especially glitter paper from them, and it does not come off. See, that's fabulous. And I got the rainbow pack, and I figured it kind of covers all those colors that I like. Oops, I'll get them all so you can see them. Aren't they pretty? I just think that they're perfect, and they will sort of be perfect for everything that I do. These are 6 by 6 inch pieces. And like I said, the glitter does not come off. It cuts like butter. It's excellent, to cut with dies, for die cutting. So I just thought that was fabulous and great for my crafting, right? Next, I did pick up some Simon Says Stamp white premium pigment ink. I needed a new white pigment ink, and Simon Says Stamp is perfect for that. So watch, I'll be using that coming soon. I also decided to replenish my Nuvo Crystal Drops. My most used, of course, is black. So I believe it's called Ebony Black. What's it called? Yeah, Ebony Black. And my most used, of course, if you watch my videos, is the white. And I wanted to do that because I live in Canada. And in Canada, you do not want to be ordering these in the dead of winter because they will freeze solid. And then the consistency goes all funky. It happens with glues a lot of times, when they come through the mail and you order them in the winter time. So I tend to order things like glue and my Nuvo Crystal Drops, in the warmer months. Do not want to be ordering them in the dead of winter because they sit in a post office box for a little too long, and you've got some ice cubes happening, and then your texture, the consistency is never the same. I find that, ink pads are fine, but when it comes to glue, anything kind of liquid like this, glue or, these Nuvo Crystal Drops, you do not want to do that. I also ordered a new one, and I think this one's called, Ripened Pumpkin, just because I noticed that I was running low on my Ripened Pumpkin, and I thought I would replenish that. So there's that. I also ordered these. So these are the 12 by 12 inch. They're sort of like their Rainbow Petite Prints, collection, but in larger size. And they make them to go with their, different releases. But remember, Doodlebug paper, they all match, it matches all their lines, their paper lines. So that's the nice thing about, when you're buying paper from one company, things kind of go, they all kind of go. So that's why I like to get these solids to mix in with my patterns that I used. Because, like I said, these small patterns read as solids for when you're doing cards. That's what I do. So I ordered the Happy Haunting. I ordered the Winter Wonderland. And then I also ordered the Let It Snow just because it covered most of those colors that I like to use. I love the aquas and the turquoises, stuff like that. But I just wanted to replenish my stash when it came to my Doodlebug paper. I also buy, you know, the Rainbow Petite Prints and the small 6x6 inch pads, and I use those all the time. But I thought I would replenish these larger ones. It's great when you're making treats because some of those dies are larger than a 6-inch sheet, so it's perfect for something like this. Next, and last but not least, I had to get the new Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils. I have a sickness when it comes to Tim Holtz stuff, especially my favorite, you know, no word of a lie, is his Distress Oxide line. I love my Distress Oxide ink pads. I always make sure that I buy those. I also buy the like the normal Distress inks, but I do tend to get those in the mini just because that's the one that I use. I don't know. I find that the mini is just fine for what I need. But I do have the, you know, the normal size pads for the Distress Oxide inks because that's how they come. But I have to say I probably would have gotten that because I use them all the time, you know, stamping and different things. But I've watched a lot of videos on these. So they're the actual colors, the Distress Oxide or the Distress ink colors. So they'll match. I like that they're woodless pencils, so you can sharpen them and, you know, there's no wood going in the garbage. You can put the sharpenings into a palette and create your own watercolor palette that way. I don't know. I just think that they are fabulous and I'm very excited to use them. So aren't those just gorgeous? The colors are fabulous. There's 3 as of right now. You'll see on the back, it sort of says what colors they represent, you know, so they'll go with all of your Distress Oxide stuff. And, you know, you gotta love that. So I can't wait to get cracking with these. Like I said, I've watched a lot of videos. I believe Tim even had himself a video, and of course, you know, he does amazing things with all of his, you know, amazing creativity. I'm kind of more of just a card maker. I'm not much, you know, I wouldn't call it, you know, I don't do all of that the extra stuff. I kind of stick in my lane to cards, but I thought that these would add a great touch to my images, you know, coloring in these you know, watercolor pencils. I thought would be lots of fun. So I thought I would add that to my repertoire. So, and that is all. So that's my little purchase, my little adding to my stash. And that's all I have to say. So I'll be using these products coming up in some videos. And thank you as always for watching. We will see you soon in my next one. Bye everyone.